Okay, hold on, family. Because of the videos I've been posting, someone sent me a video response, and the man was saying how that the black womb man should not be put on a pedestal. That she should not, stand behind the man, beside him or under him, all of that. That she should stand beside him. I just want to ask the question: what happened to us standing beside you when we were recognizing who you were? When, as long as, there were books and literature and people out there preaching how the man was God, right? Without proof. But they were teaching that the man was God. Then it was okay that we stood behind you. And we stood beside you, not as an equal, although we was your backbone. But now that the truth, the science, that the DNA is exploding with information, and the womb man, the melanated womb man, is remembering who she is. The information is coming out. Even the bones are turning up out of the ground and showing themselves. When the oldest fossil ever found is female, when this was an all-female planet 500 million years ago, wasn't it? Until the phallus, when she was the women of the Amazon forest, and it was a planet of females before men existed. Now that the truth is coming out, now that the truth of us and my primordial sisters rising up out of Peru, because that's really South Africa, that's a whole other thing, and we're rising up and we're remembering. So now she shouldn't be put on a pedestal. She should walk beside you. We did it when you were a preacher. We did it when you were king and used us at your leisure. We did it when you was the head of the community and all of this shit. But now that it's our time, now that God is awakened, she shouldn't be put on a pedestal. No, she should be put on a pedestal as the mother of civilization. Because the video said that if we stand together, then we produce gods. No, you are allowed. You are allowed to assist in creation. Women before you, and her in her right mind. When we fully return to our right minds, that's the dogs. Fully return to our right mind, we produced via parthenogenesis. There are womb men on the planet right now that's producing via parthenogenesis. Your fruit is coming back pregnant. Have you bit an apple yet and it's fertilized already? It's sprouted inside of the apple. Have you heard about the snakes and the sharks and the salamanders and the different reptiles that is performing parthenogenesis right now? Have you heard? The Native American tribe, y'all look up Den Poitras. This man has been studying parthenogenesis his whole life. This is what he do. Den Poitras. I actually know this man. They wanted me to do a lecture with them at one point. Because of what I know, because of what the guardians have shown me, because of what my blood has revealed, my DNA has the remembrance that my DNA has brought back within me. So no, she should be put on a pedestal as the mother of civilization, because the father time is only allowed to create because of her. He's only allotted this time to assist in creation, because if you disappeared from the planet, she will still birth her without you. If she disappeared from the planet, you do not have the tools. And if you did, you would have to evolve back into a female. And I mean back into a female, because all little boys are little girls first. The X and X chromosome is in every egg. The X and Y. The Y is the mutation of the X. All little boys. So either the boy, when her egg leaves her, the X and X chromosome, if the father shoots out a Y, if that sperm carries the Y, that's a mutation. It will mutate the egg. All of the eggs are X and X chromosomes. No, she should be put on a pedestal, and that's the problem. Mother needs to be reverenced as mother, as father was. Y'all still playing with father popes and shit. No, it's not. It's mother. She is the human, original manifestation human of source. How about that? All else has come through her. Every woman is the god of her race and needs to be praised as so. The black womb man is the mother of civilization. The black womb man created or produced the first being on this planet. Now you have to, there are other beings on this planet that doesn't have anything to do with me. There are other beings that come from other star constellations that has nothing to do with me. But if we're talking about the earthlings, which is the so-called black, we're talking about, and no, the first woman wasn't jet black. She was more my complexion. If we're talking about the so-called black, white, Latino, the Puerto Rican, all of those are children of the black womb man. Now, when you talk about the so-called Oriental, they're from the doggone star constellation. But they mix with us, and that's where you get the Aztecs, the Mayans, down to the Native Americans, which comes still from us. It's a mix, but you talking about the Aboriginals on the planet. No, they are evolution of monkeys. They are the father, originals that evolved from monkeys. You're looking at the planet of the ape when you look at those people. But when you're looking at the Hindus, they are not from us. Hence, we should not be following their gods. Namaste, Kundalini, all these words that we use that belong to those people. Because we have lost everything of ours. We have lost our culture. And a lot of the African culture is not our culture. Is mixed up with a whole bunch of shit that does not apply, excuse my English, that does not apply to us. But no, she deserves her spot. She deserves her spotlight. I tell you one thing, because if you don't bring source in the divine feminine, put her back on the throne, literally. If you don't put the divine feminine back on the throne, New Madrid, this place will be destroyed. And we're getting real close to it. And that's an actual fact. You raise your hands and you give props to the black womb man for who she is and put her on the pedestal that she belongs. You do whatever you need to do to wake up that God so she can help save this planet. Men, you have had your time. You did not do it, but we appreciate everything that you've done. We appreciate everything that you brought. We appreciate even the awakening because she was not in a position to do it, but she's woke now. Move aside and let her do through spirituality what she was created to do with that God body. Non-ether hair, melanin on her skin, and the womb, and that's what make her God. Her womb is the third part of the 3 mind wombs. That's what makes her superior. Give her her props as we gave you yours.